Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design and Angel Divination with the Daily Oracle Card Reading and Message for Monday, January the 2nd of 2012. I'm posting this a little bit early because I won't be around in the morning. And today's card reading, since it's Monday and Mermaid Monday, we're going to hear from the mermaids today for whatever their message is for us. So as I shuffled around and asked for a message for the YouTube community, there was two cards that actually dropped out together, and they really go hand in hand. So the first card is the Divine Magic card, and it says, extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now and expect miracles. Okay, so this card indicates that there's a real spiritual gateway that's opened, and the universal energies, the angelic energies, even astrological energies, if you want to think of that, are supporting you. There's a real energy surge and potential around whatever the next card is that comes out along with it. Okay, so it adds extra, as the card says, it adds extra magical energy to the situation or to the message on the card that comes out next. All right, and really expect miracles is a really incredible message to get from any of the card decks. But the card that came out right along with it is time to move on. And the message on the card says, it's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. All right, and as I tune into this card, if you look at the mermaid that's in it, she's kind of just, walking out of the water, kind of glancing back a little bit, but and the message is really about, given that there's extra magical energy around it, releasing the old. And as I notice on the Divine Magic card, there's a full moon in the painting on that card, and the full moon is an energy that helps us to really release things. So it's almost twofold the way this card is adding extra magical energy to this theme of moving on. Now this may show up in a variety of ways for people. Okay, it's just, I feel like it is a really strong message for some of you out there that it truly is time to leave a situation. It may be one that you've been embroiled in for a long time, that you've just gotten to this point where that's it. It's just time to be done with it and move on. Okay? Don't even question it anymore. It's just time to move on from it and let it go. For other people, I think this has to do with a big letting go of some of your physical stuff, some of the stuff that you've accumulated over the year or over the years, like a big letting go of clutter and really deciding that you're done with that. For others of you, it has to do with a big letting go of emotional baggage and ready to move on with that. I mean, I do feel like for some people it really does have to do with a physical, an actual physical move. Like you may be deciding to move out from a relationship that you've been in. Maybe even moving on from that relationship. Could be a friendship, it could be a significant other, or even a marriage partner, a spouse that you're deciding to move on from. And the fact that there's extra magical energy around it isn't necessarily condoning it's not, I don't want you to misinterpret it as condoning the breakup of something, but there are times when to retreat or move on from a difficult situation is a retreat in strength, so that you can reconnect with yourself. It's about being true to yourself, and it's about refilling your coffers of energy. And because the cards say to expect miracles, and there are miraculous things, wonderful new opportunities that come in when we let go of old situations, old even physical things that are no longer serving us. Yesterday's card from Metatron urged us to really prioritize, and the things to prioritize what makes our hearts sing, what makes us want to get out of bed in the morning and go about our day. He was saying to pay attention to make your heart's desires a priority. And in order to do that, we need to let go of things in order to make space for them. In order to make space for allowing that those heart's desires could manifest into a reality. Sometimes so many of us just keep plugging along day in, day out, doing the same old, same old, same old. And there comes a time for all of us when we realize that same old isn't, it's just trudging, we're just trudging through it day by day. And the angels are just to pursue our joy, pursue our happiness, because when you do that, it radiates and you become an example of turning a challenge into a victory. So, and this has been this time to move on or time to leave has been a theme that's come up in some of the other card readings also. But it does speak to a lot of you out there if you've been in a situation that you're really frustrated with. And this can include a work situation where you're maybe deciding that, this year you really want to go for it for yourself. And that may be going for it for yourself may involve moving to a different position, or it may involve, moving on to self-employment, something that you really, really wanted to do and try and go for. So in order to get there, you have to move on from where you are. So, and it could be also just, moving on from an issue that's troubling you. Sometimes we kind of let issues spin around in our head for a long time. And you can ask the angels or whatever divinity you call upon for help in resolving the issue. But they're urging you too that it's time to move on from it. And the Divine Magic card, kind of adds to it the sense that, wow, it could come about in ways that you didn't even expect and could not have foreseen. It's just magical the way it seems to happen and come together. So, don't be fretful and think that this is necessarily a bad thing or a sad thing, although some of you may struggle with it because sometimes it can be hard to move on from where we've been if it feels comfortable, and the question becomes moving on to where, moving on to the unknown, and that feels a little bit scary to us. But again, the Divine Magic card is letting you know that there's magical energy around it and you are supported during this time. The Time to Move On card also, in the description in the book suggests that if you do the mental and emotional and intellectual letting go in your mind and your heart first, it makes the physical letting go come about much easier in a more peaceful and harmonious way. So it's one way to approach it. But in any case, they want you to know that this is about getting to a place that's much more joyful and peaceful for you. We all go into the new year with wonderful hope that it's going to be a really great, a banner year. And it can be. It absolutely can be. And this is how they're assisting you with making it that real banner, go for it year for you. A real joyful year that you can look back on and know that it went well for you and feel real good about it. It takes moving on. That's all. It takes moving on from and letting go of some old things. So that is our message for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I finish this video today, I do want to put out a little advertisement, stand on my soapbox and put out a little advertisement for myself. I'm continuing my holiday special, which is for readings, $99 for 90 minutes, or if you don't want to kind of go for the 90 minutes, you can get 45 minutes for $50. And so find out what's coming up for you in 2012. I'm happy to do readings that involve people, kind of giving you a peek ahead. And these are all readings that are done with angel cards. I can do them by phone, so you don't have to be nearby. And I'll put my phone number below and a link to my website. And so if you are interested, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'd love to give you a reading about what's coming up for you in 2012. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely Monday and beginning to your week. Many, many blessings to you.